welcome back to my channel, one and all. My name's Richard Macintyre, and this channel is mainly devoted to all manner of things, but mainly gramophones, radios, and anything audio antique. But this afternoon, I thought I'd flip back to something else I've done recently, and that is I've spoken. I think it must be about a year ago about my Ford Mondeo. But I've got a second car now, and the second car is very much a love of my life at the moment, although I'm still driving my Mondeo, or Mondi as I call him, and that's a Fiat 124 Spider Lacero Plus, and I've added a load of extras to that vehicle to make it even better than it would have been if it had been from the manufacturer. And you might be able to see him in the background there, and let me just turn it around a bit. You might be able to see there, and he's got his heritage wheels there, and I'll give you a quick nearer shot as the afternoon progresses. But I wanted to talk about something else, because I'd actually got the car. I thought, well, I'd quite like to have a die cast to go along with that, and I found a very good website on eBay, and so I purchased a red Fiat 124 Spider and was eagerly awaiting for it to arrive in the post. And what arrived was somewhat different. So the car that I wanted was this one, which is a 1/18th scale model of that car. And what arrived wasn't that one, was, well, this one. I've started painting it red. It was the grey, it was the silver version of the same car. I was a bit disappointed actually, so I contacted the eBay people and said, you know, this is not really what I'd ordered, and they actually came back and said, well, we can't guarantee you the colour. We only get given certain colours, and therefore you have to sort of stick with what we give you, which I thought was a bit of mis-selling. But eBay stepped in. eBay stepped in and said, actually, as a valued customer, we're going to give you a full refund. I think this was about, I forget how much it was now, but £25, and you can keep the car. So I thought, okay, well, that's all right, but I'm not really keen on the colour silver. It's not my colour of choice. So I thought I'd actually start to paint it. So I've actually started painting it red, and it's coming out quite well. As you can see, I'm doing it in sections there, which you know, it'll look the part. I might even more personalise it to what my Fiat 124 Spider actually looks like, because I've got the nice leather upholstery in mine. This one doesn't show that; it's more black everywhere, and I'll probably use some sort of leather ochre type paint to give you the leather interior, as it would be. But so that's the one that they sent. I got sent and I got given free. I then luckily found another eBayer who was selling the same cars, and this is red, so this is the one I wanted. And this one sits up in my office at home, and looks very nice on my desk up there, and reminds me on a day-to-day basis about my new friend on the drive. And so it's been quite a good journey. I mean, work-wise, I've been really busy, and also the other thing is that I've had a load of work done to the house in terms of the grounds, and you can see here a little bit of that with the new landscaping that's been going on, and also to complement that, I've had a new driveway, and so my Passio, as I call him, is sitting on the drive there, looking very smart. As I say, this is the 1.4 engine that Fiat use. If you go for the MX-5 version, you can actually go right up to the 2 litre, and so this is the manual, and I'm very, very happy with this car. I've got the extra luggage rack on the back, and there's a load of other extras I've had added, and and also he's got the new, well, he's got what they call the heritage wheels, which are the special wheels based on the original 1966 to 68 wheels that you can see on the more classic cars. But and I've had the top down a few times as well, though the weather today is a bit overcast and it's trying to rain now. But all in all, I'm really happy with that, and very happy to share with you an update on the car walk around, do a my car story on the Fiat 124 Spider. The brochure it comes with is very full of wonderful things, and I have to give credit to Paul Lawton from Linscombe Maidstone, where I live, for all the information that he's given me. And as I say, it's packed full of info. I have to say, one thing about Fiat is that the handbook that comes with the car is actually full of very good information, so there's no excuse that you won't know how to manage something. I had two issues though. One was that the lady in there was telling me that I was breaking the speed limit quite a few times, or that there was a speed camera coming up, which she told me 6 times in one stretch of road. I discovered that that was in the sat-nav settings. I've actually managed to turn her off now, so that she's not quite so annoying. But all in all, I'm really happy with the car, and it's always been something of a bit of a passion of mine that, there you go, that's the original 66-68 model, to actually own a bit of a roadster, and so now that dream has come true. And as I say, I'm not getting rid of my Mondeo. I really love Mondi, and I've done lots of extras to him as well. There's the original, there's the car that I've got there. You can see that that car is the one that's sitting on the drive. All the extras in this pack are actually in that car, or on that car, right down to the cup holders and some of the other interesting bits that are there. I've even gone for the pedals, the sports pedals in the car, just to add those extra touches. You know, so it's a bit of a one-off for me, and a bit of a special. But I hope you've enjoyed that bit. I just also wanted to give a shout out to the Piccadilly Dance Orchestra. I know some of you probably come across this before. I've mentioned them before. Michael Law's Piccadilly Dance Orchestra. They're celebrating their 30th anniversary, and I went to a fantastic memory lane 50th anniversary last weekend at the Artists Club in London, and then they announced, of course, they got their 30th anniversary gala concert at the Cecil Sharp House in London. So I've actually signed up to go to that concert, and a friend of mine, Tom, is coming with me to that, so that should really be nice. But I thought I'd play us out with the new CD they produced, and that's entitled Are You Having Fun? And it's actually in the style of a 78. So I've got that loaded in, and the song I thought I'd play you out with is the Continental. So enjoy, and if you're interested, do come along. There's probably still tickets available. You can go online at cecilsharphouse.org, and the tickets are £22 each, and certainly worth getting some. So anyway, hope to hear from you, see your comments, and here we go, the Continental.
It's something dead, the Continental, a way of dancing that's really ultra new. It's very subtle, the Continental, because it does what you want it to do. It has a passion, the Continental, an invitation to moonlight and romance. It's quite the fashion, the Continental, because you tell of your love while you dance.
Your lips whisper so tenderly, her arms answer your song.
Two bodies swaying, the Continental, and you are saying just what you're thinking of. So keep on dancing the continental, for it's a song of romance and of love.
You kiss while you're dancing. You sing while you're dancing. You'll know before the dance is through that you're in love with her and she's in love with you. You'll find while you're dancing
That there's a rhythm in your heart and soul, a certain rhythm that you can't control, and you will do the continental all the time.
watching from a